Hi guys, and welcome to an Ace Tanker for the Chinokai. This was a game I played while gathering footage for the Chinokai review. I'm quite happy. I only played a handful of games and was able to get enough footage for the review and managed to pick up an ace while I was doing it. So the review came out recently. If you haven't seen it and you're interested in the Chinokai, please check it out. But we're getting back to this Ace Tanker. It's a game on Ruinberg and it's a 61%er. Doesn't work out quite like that though. It's a tier 6 game, which is okay matchmaking for the Chinokai. The Chinokai will see tier 7s, so this is okay. About half the tanks on the enemy team are tier 6s, a lot of tier 5s, and a few tier 4s. But even those tier 4s on the enemy team are going to be able to cause me problems. There's also Arty on the enemy team. They've got 2 Arty, and again, those are tanks that are going to be able to cause me problems. In fact, every tank can cause you problems when you're playing the Chinokai because you don't have much armor. But let's just get going. Pretty much every tank in the game can pen you, and tanks that are firing HE are really going to pen you and hurt you. Replay's a little bit jerky. That's probably because I'm doing some other video rendering in the background. Apologies for that, but I'm stuck for time. But we're moving forward. And across flat ground we can get up to our 38 kilometers an hour top speed, and then the speed starts to slow down as soon as we hit any sort of upward slope or rough ground. Tank doesn't have a lot of engine power. It does make it quite slow to accelerate, does make it quite sluggish, and really it's difficult to play this like a traditional medium tank. So I'm not getting a good feeling. Don't have a lot of backup. No one else has come crossroads. Most of our team are either still sitting AFK in spawn or have gone into town. So I've got a Hellcat and a T40 below me, and I'm hoping they're going to be able to give me some support if I can spot anything. But I don't want to be on the front lines. I do not want to be the first one spotted, and I do not want Arty to be pre-aimed on me. I should point out that we have an ELC who's a bot. It's an automated bot, and he's just running back and forward. So that ELC is going to do absolutely F all throughout this entire game. So there's a Cheeto, he's focused on the tanks below him, going to third person, and unfortunately miss, but I didn't have anything to aim at, only had his commander's cupola, and I bounce on his turret. So wondering if I can get another shot, risk it, but nope. But I know I've been spotted. I know enemy tanks are shooting at me. I know there's an A43 up here along with the Cheeto, and that there's an M8A1 down to my right. And I'm asking our team to report the ELC for botting, because I really could have done with his help up here. But our T-3485 is an AFKer, our ELC is a bot, and it's just me. And the T-40 and the Hellcat have decided to fall back. So I've got absolutely no support up here in a Chinokai, and wasn't getting a warm fuzzy feeling. So A43 advances, and I tried to track him, missed my track shot. But an M6 has now appeared, so once again, not having a warm fuzzy feeling here. Decide to poke. Try and get a shot in third person. He's able to hit me. I'm not able to hit him. This is a big tank. It's a big target. So our T-40 sees the danger, our Hellcat sees the danger, they're coming back. Again, I'm trying to track, tried to angle, tried to side scrape. M6 has no problems penning me. I'm relying on Arty, I'm relying on the tanks below to help, and now an A43 advances. And now an enemy ELC, so there are lots of tanks up here. Thankfully, our team take out the M6 from the town. But now the Hellcat and T-40 are going to be focused on that M8A1. Oh, they're still hitting the A43, so thankfully I had the support I needed. But our T-40 goes down, destroyed by a Chihi. But our Hellcat takes out the A43, so I'm just proxy spotting. I'm getting assistance damage here. This ELC decides to advance. Okay, easy shot, or so I think, and then... yeah. Okay, shot, no damage. Do not know how many times I bounce on ELCs. I could be in a tier 9 tank and I will bounce on an ELC. As happened earlier today. But, okay. So I'm going to move in on this ELC. Where is he? Where's he gone? Oh, our T-3485 has finally decided to join the battle. Speculative shot, didn't have much to aim at. I was kind of blind fired. But he's moving in on our RT and I want to help them. I'm a little bit wary in case there are any more tanks down to my left, but I really want to get this ELC. He's hiding behind the wreck. There we go. Set him on fire. Lucky shot. So kill number 1, and I've only done 380 damage. And it's still a 50-50 game. We're winning 9-8. So, yeah, not a lot of support. Not a great game so far. So, good shot into the Marder 38T. I've tracked him. Second shot in, leave him on 7 health. And the Hellcat takes him out. So we're winning 10-8. Now we're quite close again. 11-9. 1 RT. I know the 3 enemy tanks are in town. They were last spotted in town. And our Stug and our T-3485 pull on their big boy pants, and now that this flank is safe, they finally decide to advance rather than defending. But I'm still pretty confident. Our Hellcat's gotten 4 kills. He may be on low health, but he's a good player. And he and I both have exactly the same idea at the same time. Because the Stug and the T-3485 abandoned our spawn, we're both going back to defend, but I spot a Jagdpanzer IV. And again, gun is good enough. Even though I wasn't fully aimed, I managed to hit him. Shot goes slightly to the left. Get another shot in. And finish him off before the Stug can ninja that kill. So, kill number 2, up to 943 damage. 3 enemy tanks left, and of course now they're working on the Stug and the T-3485. And now, this is where the penetration is going to let me down. So, hit that second shot, but it bounced. Hellcat takes out the Churchill. Good work. Just 2 tanks left. I mean, there are 4 of us. Or so you would think, but our ELC bot is still just driving around. He's done absolutely nothing in this game other than bump into buildings and drive around in circles. The Churchill calls the Hellcat a camper, even though the Hellcat flanked him. Oh, and that's not what we needed. That is definitely not what we needed. KV-1S takes out the Hellcat. So now it is 2v2, because as I say, that ELC is completely and utterly useless. Yep, 20k games, 240 efficiency. Charlie C, screw you. But, alright. So now, rather than going around this corner, I know there's a KV-1S down here, so I'm going to be playing my tank to its strengths yet again. I'm relocating, and I'm going to try and use my view range on my binocs, but I can't do it from that corner. There are no safe bushes. Now, I've loaded up premium because I'm expecting to run into that KV-1S. And even with 155 millimeters of penetration on the premium ammo, there's still no guarantee they're actually going to pen. So I've moved up to a better position in a bush. I let my binocs kick in, and there's my view range. So put one shot into the Hummel. I know it was a premium round, but I wasn't going to reload for him. He may have had 6th sense, so I wanted to get a shot in before he could escape. I'm wondering if he's going to drive past a window. And I'm convinced now the KV-1S on the enemy team is a good player. He knows I'm down here. He knows that his Hummel's just taken a hit. So I'm not going to be going head-to-head against him. I'm going to flank him. There's a chance he's flanking us, but there's also a better chance that maybe he's come back to defend because he knows I'm still south. So my plan is to flank the flanker. We'll get there eventually. So the Hummel's saying we should stick together, and don't think that's a good idea, because I want the Hummel to be able to shoot what I spot, and he's not going to be able to do that if he keeps moving. I'm asking him to shoot what I spot because I'm relying on my view range. My view range is better than the KV-1S's. It's the biggest asset we have. But the Hummel is moving into a position where he can't actually use his tank properly. It would have been much better had the Hummel moved into a position where he could get shots. Once again, I'm moving forward and being passive. He's saying he can't hit stuff in the city, but he needed to be in a position where he could. So let's poke this corner and let my binocs kick in. And there's the KV-1S. So he shoots on the move, misses, we get one shot in, and I know I've got his reload beaten. Bounce that shot, aim lower, get one more shot in, and back away, because I'm not going to risk. He may have a very good crew, he may have a gun rammer. I'm not going to risk another shot. 3 shots is more than enough. Okay, and now we're being capped, so now we know where the Arty is, and I decide, you know what, if the Hummel's going to be pre-aiming that corner, I'm going to go take care of Arty first. But the Hummel fires a blind shot, takes out the KV-1S, fantastic shot, I say good job, 1 enemy tank left, and as you can see our bot has made his way up into the corner even though we're being capped. And now he's just bumping into walls in the corner. So I'm still on the premium rounds because I do not want to bounce against this Arty. But we're on 1300 damage. Just the 2 kills. 1 tank left. Lower Glacis. Set him on fire. And there we go. Kill secured. So it may not have been the most exciting of gameplay videos, but it was an ace tanker, therefore it has to go up on the channel, and it was also me playing the Chinook to pretty much all the strengths I was talking about in the review. It doesn't have a lot of armor, very slow, very sluggish, and it can't really be played aggressively, but what it does have is decent view range and a good gun, and if you can use those 2 things together, then you will have good games in this tank. So I finished top on XP with 1058, 1468 damage and 3 kills, fired 22, 15 hits and 13 penetrations, but quite a few of those shots were fired third person, me trying to shoot tanks through objects, and it just didn't work out, but the gun is good on this tank. Spotted 1, damaged 7, destroyed 3, and did 304 assistance damage with 51 base defense points. And even though I fired a few premium shots in that game, I still earned 47,000 credits. So it's a good crew trainer, and you will make money in this tank. It's got a good gun. it just can't be played very, very aggressively. It is definitely a support tank, it is definitely a sniper, and its maneuverability isn't great, but it's good enough to be able to move around and try and flank tanks if you need to. But don't count on it. So once again, as I say, if you want more information about the Chinokai, please check out the review, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.